Hey boys and girls, Game Cam here. Obviously we're here with a new series called Game Talk. I'm here with my guest for today, maybe co-host in the future, Taglion, and obviously we're going to be talking about Overwatch.
Yeah.
So obviously I've done a bit of research into it. Obviously I'm sure you guys have heard of it, but obviously Ethan has done much more research than me.
Very right. So Overwatch has been regarded as like Blizzard's reaction to TF2, even though it's over 10 years down the line since TF2 first came out. But it's got elements of Team Fortress 2 gameplay. You know, you've got like the game modes are quite similar. So they've got payload and they've got kind of like an attack defend kind of game and a King of the Hill, but it's not called King of the Hill. It's called Contest because that means it's not King of the Hill.
Yeah.
And that's all good. And they have.
I like to see that Blizzard's copyright lawyers are on point today.
They are. They're doing very well. I mean, Valve against Blizzard would be one hell of a court case right there. It'd just be who can throw the most money at the judge. Be Gabe against Blizzard's leader.
See, and again, you don't even know Blizzard's leader.
They're all
Anyway,
so secretive.
Obviously, I think we've probably missed out on the key point, which is we haven't told them what actually Overwatch is.
Overwatch is a team-based game where you have 6 players on each team, and I don't think that's set to change yet, but they'll probably change in the future, where there are objectives that one team will have to complete, and it usually enacts one team defending a certain objective with another team attacking the objective, and there's 21 heroes to play as. The class is heroes, not classes, because you can't change up what that hero has. That you can change cosmetics now, so they can look differently, but the 21 classes is a good variety, and it does allow for a lot of different stuff.
I will admit, yeah, they do certainly have a lot of variety with the classes. I will admit some of them are less good than others. I think some of them were just added in for the sake of adding them.
I think every single hero has a part to play in different situations, but I think there are more situations where certain heroes are more useful than others. Like, for instance, when it comes to tanking, Reinhardt and Roadhog are probably 2 of the big tanks, whereas Zarya isn't used as much. But yeah, so there's 21 heroes in total. You have 6 attack heroes, 6 defense heroes, 5 tanks, and 4 supports. So it works in a kind of Blizzard-y, World of Warcraft kind of way, where you have like the damage dealers, and then you have the tanks who tank all the damage, and then the supports that are healing. So they've kept kind of like their roots of multiplayer action, and it's very team-based. Like, if you've got one guy on it, it's not like TF2 where one pro player can carry the team, destroy the enemy team. It won't work. The bad team with good communication will beat a good team with no communication.
Yeah, obviously, until I obviously if it's balanced.
Yeah, if it's balanced.
I do worry sometimes that some of the classes out here aren't that balanced, but we'll discuss all the classes in a second. Well, actually, might as well do it now. Do you want to start with your favourite class?
So I have a lot of debating over who my favourite character is, but I've decided it is Widowmaker, who is a defence hero, and she is classed as a sniper. And one of the good things about Overwatch is when you're choosing your class at the start, it tells you on the side what you're missing. So it'll tell you if your team doesn't have a tank, if it doesn't have a sniper, if it doesn't have a defence hero, so you can try and balance out your team. So Widowmaker is a French woman, a lovely French woman, who she's kind of like an assassin, and her backstory is a bit twisted. I won't go into the backstories too much because I don't know all of them, but she has a gun called the Widow's Kiss, which is an assault rifle, and turns into a sniper rifle when you use the right click for it, and it works like the sniper from Team Fortress 2 where your shots charge up. I believe it takes a second to fully charge. And a fully charged body shot apparently is like 200 damage. Yeah. Which is a ridiculous amount of damage.
Yeah, I know. It can insta-kill most classes and body shots now.
Most classes, yeah. Apart from like tanks, it won't. And if they've got health and armour and whatnot. But yeah, she's got her 2 kind of main abilities is a grappling hook, which she can use to grapple up onto rooftops and, you know, get good vantage points, which is really useful, and it doesn't have a very long cooldown, so she can use it a lot. She can also use it to escape. I saw one game where it was the devs against the Pro Tier 2 players, and she baited the Tracer up onto the roof, jumped off, and when the Tracer jumped off, she grappled back up in midair and shot the Tracer, and the Tracer couldn't get back up. So that was a good move. And then her other ability, which I haven't seen much use for, is like a sticky mine, which detonates and it like poisons the person detonates it, which people have said is really underpowered and it doesn't do a lot. But you know, maybe they could change it up a bit. You can also use it as like I don't know, an activation. Say, oh, someone's coming behind you.
Yeah.
And her ultimate ability, which is your Q ability, which builds up over time and builds up quicker when you kill enemies and deal damage and complete objectives, is regarded as the best team tool in the game, which is her. It's like her mask comes down and you can see all the enemies, like their outlines are seen no matter where they are. So you can see them through walls, you can see them as they come out of their spawn, you can see them everywhere. And it's regarded as a really strong team tool, and it lasts for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But that would be really useful for some classes to obviously know where the medics are, where the team's position, which flanks they're coming on, and things like that. Definitely. They could easily save your medic for us from another Widowmaker or something like that. I think see them coming on. Obviously, we'll move on to my favourite class.
Who I'm assuming is McCree.
Yeah, McCree is by far my favourite class. He is just so cool. If you guys haven't obviously seen him yet,
he's basically Clint Eastwood.
He basically is Clint Eastwood, which is just the coolest thing. He's a cowboy from one of the.
He's a bounty hunter, and he was, when Overwatch was big, he was a part of Blackwatch, which is like the unseen part of Overwatch, where like you know the dirty kind of stuff happens, where they don't. They're fighting for the good still, fighting for Overwatch, but they're doing it a bit, you know, underground, where they're just kind of killing everyone.
Yeah.
Reaper was a part of Blackwatch, and McCree fought with Reaper.
But yeah, he's got the revolver, which is his primary, which can obviously shoot, semi-automatic. It has 6 rounds, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It fires relatively slowly. It's like a combination just for you tier 2 players. It's basically a combination between the Ambassador and the normal revolver. It does a lot of damage and has a relatively slow fire rate. But you don't have to like shoot him in the head or something to deal damage. Does shooting him in the head do extra damage? I don't know.
Headshots with certain classes will deal extra damage. In fact, I think every class that uses bullet weapons, so anything that shoots a bullet will headshot. So McCree will headshot. McCree's revolver does have quite a moderate damage drop-off over range, but he is regarded as one of the highest DPS.
Yeah, I know. That's why obviously some of the other abilities he has. Like he has the combat roll, which is ridiculously, I think, overpowered.
It's very strong.
Which is basically the fact that he can dive roll in one direction. I think it's 2 meters he can roll or something like that.
2 meters. You can do it in any direction.
In any direction. And it's really quick, and the fact that it reloads his revolver immediately, like it instantly, so you can fire all 6 shots, roll, and you'll be ready to shoot again.
And the trick a lot of people do is the right click, where he manually hits the hammer and shoots all 6 rounds in about a second. Do that on a tank, roll, do it again, and nothing will survive.
I would say the fact that he can unload his whole like magazines really quickly if you right clicks, it's just ridiculous. You can also combo that with the next ability, which is Flashbang, which he can stun targets for how long does it?
It's not very long, it's only about a second, half a second.
But obviously that's enough time for him to unload his entire chamber into their face at point blank range.
Yeah. It's also very tactically useful because it can stop Reinhardt charging, it can stop Reaper's ultimate, it can stop another McCree's ultimate, it can stop a lot of people's ultimates, which is just insanely powerful. You can even stun Winston while he's in rage, which is silly.
That brings us on to our next one, obviously, his ultimate, which I think is ridiculously cool.
It
basically
brings fear into everyone when you hear him say it.
Yeah, it basically says high noon, and then the screen will do, it goes all black and whitey.
It goes all like, old
and
westerny.
and then you hear the tumbleweed.
Tumbleweed.
You hear the music, and then he basically lines up all the targets in front of him. You'll see like red dots appear on all of them, and they'll slowly grow, and that's how much damage he does. So if a target's in front of him for long enough, he'll insta-kill them, and it's basically anyone in his view. He kind of stands still. He can move very slowly.
Very slowly.
So it's not like so I can't just run into a room and then just run around dodging bullets and then do it. So you're very vulnerable when you're doing it. But when you do it, you can literally pick off everyone in front of you.
The entire team. There are some amazing clips on YouTube you can find of just McCree's where the enemy team don't know where he is, and then suddenly they're all dead.
Yeah.
He'll kill everyone. It doesn't matter how much health you've got. He can slowly kill all of you.
It's just absolutely ridiculous.
He's incredibly.
Also, he looks cool. He just looks
look cool. He's got some good voice lines.
Yeah.
Cowboy and whatnot.
Alright, here moves on. Let's move on to some of the other classes. We'll start doing it through the offensive ones. So let's start with the first one, which is Genji, which is he is basically a robot samurai.
He's a robot samurai. He's basically every young teenage boy's dream.
Yeah.
He's Hanzo's brother, funnily enough.
Oh.
But he is like 90% robot now.
Ah.
But he's at the moment regarded as like the most overpowered guy in Overwatch.
Yeah.
It's like
I was gonna say he is ridiculously overpowered.
everyone is right.
That's why when you were saying that one pro person can't take on the whole team, I was like,
One pro player as Genji could probably take on the whole team.
But because he can climb up walls
And double jump.
and double
guy
jump.
that can double jump in the game.
Which I thought was really weird because I thought Tracer would.
I thought Tracer would be able to double jump.
Well, I guess so because obviously,
Tracer's already mobile enough. It was
Yeah.
a bit broken.
You can also throw,
his left click throws 3 ninja stars in like a 3-round burst,
Yeah,
and his right click
you can
does
shoot it
a
like
spread.
in a spread.
Yeah, so like a shotgun.
Which is like ridiculous because then he doesn't have to. He can do accurate if he wants, but he can also do AOE if he wants.
So he's basically any range, and then his abilities are also incredibly broken.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to start with the blocking ability because everyone knows it's just silly.
The blocking ability is ridiculously
He draws his sword for about 3 seconds, and any projectile that shot at him, and it works with a lot of abilities as well. Not only does he block it, but he shoots it back wherever he's
It works
aiming.
with quite a lot of ultimates as well. Like it works on McCree's
He
ultimate.
can block McCree's ultimate. He blocks all melee attacks.
And
as well.
if you aim it at the person while you're blocking, it'll deflect it back at them, so you
Yeah.
basically kill McCree with his own ultimate.
You see it in the cinematic trailer where Hanzo shoots an arrow at him, and he blocks it into a Reaper and instant kills the Reaper.
It's just so ridiculously overpowered sometimes.
And then that combos, he can use that while he's using his ultimate as well, but the ultimate in a bit. His other ability is his charge forwards, where he charges forward with his sword, and melee hits everyone he charges through. It's like Tracer's Blink,
Yeah.
except he melees everyone he charges through.
Yeah.
And it's quite long distance, and he can go across rooftops with it, so he can cover gaps with it.
Nice.
And it's just silly. And he can do that while blocking, because all of his abilities can kind of be used at the same time. To just
that is even more broken
one
than I previously
massive sword
anticipated.
kind of combo. His ultimate is where he gets rid of his ninja stars and just pulls out his sword and just melees everyone. And he'll kill most people in about 2 hits. Tanks will be about 3.
Nice.
But also, he can combo that with his blocking ability and just block everything. And he can just charge forwards. And it's just silly. It's just broken.
It is just ridiculously broken.
And then being able to climb walls.
I'd say you can just
double jump.
Widowmaker can't even hide. He just goes over and stabs her. It's just Blizz, please fix.
You can block Widowmaker's
Sniper
sniper
rifle.
shots.
You can block like rockets and stuff as well,
Yeah,
can't
you
he?
can block Farah's rockets. It's silly.
It's just ridiculous. That brings us on to Farah. Farah's our next one on the list.
Farah is regarded as like Blizzard's version of the soldier from TF2.
Yeah.
She's really cool. I like her lore-wise. She's like, standing for good. She's like the security. Her mother was one of the founders of Overwatch.
Yeah.
Jack Morrison. It was Soldier 76. But yeah, so Farah's got a rocket launcher, which I believe has 6 shots in it, rather than 4 from the soldier from TF2, which is nice. They don't have explosions in this. Don't have as much splash damage.
Yeah.
Direct hit, and they do a shit ton of damage.
Yeah.
And she's extremely mobile because
She can fly, can't she?
yeah, just by jumping, she can hover in the air, which goes with her shift ability. I think it's her shift ability, which is her jetpack.
Yeah.
Which allows her to jump incredibly. Think about the soldier rocket jumping, except she doesn't have to rocket jump. She just does it.
Yeah, so it's like, with that combined with the hover, you can kind of do the airstrike sort of thing.
Yeah,
where you can fly above
definitely. And she can, she can get across rooftops she can get onto the rooftop with the jump, and then get across rooftops with the hover.
Yeah.
And that goes well with her ultimate, but on that in a second. Her ability isn't regarded as very powerful, but it can be useful in certain situations. It fires like a combustion blast, which knocks players away.
Yeah.
Which you can be used, like if people are setting up on rooftops, you can knock them off rooftops. So apparently it works with Torbjorn's turret as well. So you can push Torbjorn's turret away. Which if it's next to a cliff, could be useful. Yeah. Knocking people off cliffs and whatnot. And apparently it goes through shields as well, because a lot of shields work quite funny in the game. Some of them are regarded as overpowered.
I was just going to interrupt you for a second there, because I just remember the other thing which is overpowered for Genji is the fact that he can't just climb. You can climb up walls, but you can also climb up the edge of maps. So I've seen videos where someone charges Genji up and he jumps back and flies back up.
Yeah, and Farah can do the same. If she gets knocked off,
can also fly back up.
Jump back up. A lot of characters can have ways of getting back up. I think Tracer's got the coolest.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. Her ultimate is like raining from above, where she kind of just like wherever she is, she can't move, and she just pours out thousands of rockets. It's like Iron Man's all of his rockets coming out. It's like that. And if she jump packs, she'll be in the air when she doesn't. She'll be above everybody. Just destroy everyone below her. It powers through shields. It's like Reinhardt's shield will drop before the ultimate finishes. It's so powerful. She's a very fun character to play. Everyone regards Seagull, the Twitch streamer, plays her a lot, and he destroys everyone. She's so good.
I've seen lots of things where she's just been the clutch of the game. She's just like they're about to cap the point, and she just comes up with the ultimate and just blows up everything.
Everyone. I can imagine Tom playing a lot as her.
Yeah, I think Tom's gonna love. Yeah,
wrecking everyone.
Obviously, we're moving on to our next one here, and I think it's Reaper.
Oh, Reaper. He must be one of your favourites.
Reaper does actually look pretty good.
I like Reaper. I like him aesthetically.
He does look cool. He does definitely look cool.
It's hard to explain who he is because he's kind of like in between life and death.
Yeah.
Because he was one of the founders of Overwatch. Yeah. And was like the leader of Blackwatch, who was McCree was a part of. Like the underground kind of part of Overwatch, and now he's part of Talon, who Widowmaker's part of. Him, kind of like Overwatch's enemy. Yeah. Almost like a terrorist organisation, and he's cool. He's got 2 shotguns, and they do a lot of damage at close range. And when he reloads, he throws down and pulls 2 more out.
That does look pretty cool.
He's got some insanely cool skins as well. His Mariachi band skin, where he's got a guitar on his back and like the Grim Fandango face. He's so cool. When he kills enemies drop soul orbs, which give him 50 HP back.
That's going to be good.
He's
a lot of a flanking class, so he's going to be deep behind any lines, so he won't be able to be able to get
people like him, Tracer and Genji are the ones that will be running behind the enemy team and disrupting, picking off the medic. One of his abilities is his Wraith form that makes him, he can't attack while he's in it, but it makes him invulnerable, and he can pick up health kits while he's in it as well, so he can heal up while he's in Wraith form. It's just generally a good power for like getting either away from enemies, or if there's like a Bastion set up, or like a Reinhardt with a big shield, you can just Wraith form behind them and then kill them. Yeah. So it's a good flanking tactic. And his other ability is his teleport, which is really slow. Like it takes him a while to actually activate teleport, but it's got really long range. Yeah. And it gives him like a way of getting up onto rooftops. Yeah. Which is just generally useful because it just gives him some more mobility around the map and ability to take out snipers. But he is stationary while he does it for the first few seconds, so he can get picked off easily. And I know you like his ultimate ability.
About the ultimate is I think is really.
It's probably the most well-known ability of Overwatch because it's so iconic.
Because of the fact that basically he just goes apeshit crazy.
It's called the Death Blast.
Sprays his shotgun in every direction, and if you're within a certain range, it insta-kills you.
The damage output is so ridiculous. He's not invulnerable, so he can be killed, which is where Widowmaker comes in useful, but he has to be killed from long range because you can't get close to him because he just destroys you. It's just so aesthetically cool. of him shooting. There's just like 100 shotguns shooting in every direction at once, with him just shouting, "Die, die!" It's so cool. You can even see it in the cinematic trailer for Blizzard, where they had the Winston and Tracer against Reaper and Widowmaker, and Winston trying to get close to him while he was doing it, and just couldn't. He's a very cool character. I think he's going to be one of the most played characters.
I think he definitely probably will be one of the most played.
A lot of people will go into it on their first match and go, "I want to play Reaper."
Well, that comes on to us. I think will probably be the most played character, which is Soldier 76.
He's the most FPS friendly
I'm about to
character.
say, if you play COD, boys and girls, or anything like that, you're going to love this guy.
His real name is Jack Morrison. He was the commander of Overwatch, and everybody thinks he's dead. Overwatch HQ got blown up, and everyone thinks he died with it, but he didn't. And he's now Soldier 76. He's not a commander anymore, Cam. He's just a soldier.
Yeah.
And he's not Soldier 47, as Cameron
I get confused sometimes by numbers.
Soldier 47, Soldier 69, it's all the same thing.
It's just two numbers.
He's just a soldier. He's got a assault rifle, which has been changed now, so it's better if you burst fire it, because it's got like pinpoint accuracy in the first few shots, and it spreads more as you shoot more.
Yeah.
So it's useful in burst fire, and it's right click, it shoots a grenade.
So it's basically an M16 with a grenade launcher.
Yeah, and the grenade has no drop, so it carries on, but it does explode after a while. It won't just be like until impact. It will explode after a while, but it doesn't have drop. He's got a shift ability, which is sprint. He's the only character in the game that can sprint. So again, first person shooter friendly character, being able to sprint.
That would say kind of just
I think the sprint is toggle, and it might be changeable, but like I would find that awkward. I would just be holding and let go.
Yeah.
You could probably change it when the game comes out. And his other ability is a small healing zone. Yeah. Which is a good team tool. It's not very fast acting, but it's a nice team tool.
Yeah.
He can give everyone heals, and he can give himself heals if he's in a one-on-one fight. He's really good in one-on-one fights because his damage output is crazy.
Yeah.
And his ultimate ability is just, it makes people who are first-person shooter friendlies even more friendly, because it means you don't have to aim.
The ultimate is a bit silly, I think.
He just drops down his visor, and he has like a circle.
Yeah.
And anyone who's in the circle, no matter where your gun is pointing, it'll just automatically lock onto them. So your gun will
bullets follow and hit them wherever they go.
And it's great. And it works with the grenade launcher as well.
Does it?
Yeah. So the grenade launcher will instantly
target him
as well.
I think we'll move on to I thought
she's like my joint favourite with Widowmaker.
Yeah, I'd say I know that you really like her. So.
Tracer, she's great. Her Cockney accent is just
God blimey
on point. Cavalry's here, but yeah, she's her lore's very strange. She was testing a slipstream, which was like a new plane that Overwatch made, and it like broke through time. And she got stuck outside of our time, so she was like constantly disappearing for like months. And then Winston, who's like her best friend, made her a device, which means she is in our reality, but she can manipulate time, which is how her abilities work. Yeah. Because her main ability is Blink, which is like a short-range teleport, and she has 3 of them, which you can see underneath your cursor. Yeah. And they recharge. I think like one recharges every 2 seconds. And they're really good for like mobility. You can just blink around the map. You can't blink upwards. Yeah, I know that because it's meant to be like a. Imagine she's just walking ridiculously fast. Yeah, that's how it's meant to work. Which doesn't work because if you blink off a rooftop 3 times, you don't fall. Yeah. So that way of explaining it doesn't work. But yeah, it's useful because it gives her a lot of mobility. She's got her 2 handguns, which like they've got 20 rounds in each mag. And they just shoot so quickly. Yeah. It's like she runs out of ammo in like a second. And they don't do any damage at long range. They're terrible, but at close range, they're like one of the most damaging weapons in the game. Because
I was about to say, she is a flanker. She's supposed to get up close and personal behind the enemy.
She's like the scout from TF2. She's like a run and gun, run in, drop a high valued guy, and then get out, get some health, go back in, and just repeat. Yeah. And then her other ability,
which will be helpful if she gets the pickle.
Yeah, is her time lapse, which allows her to go back in time. I think it's 3 seconds to to where she was, which reloads her weapons, gives her her health back of where she was at that point. So it can be an instant heal, it can just be a way to get out. I've seen, that's one of the best ways. If you fall off the map, you just rewind time to when you're back on the map, so you're back on. So there's so many people that can just dodge the whole falling off the maps. But yeah, she's cool, and her...
That's what makes them doing it so more satisfying.
Exactly, because you know the other person fell off and died, and you didn't. Her ultimate ability goes well with just the other two abilities, which is her pulse bomb, which apparently has the most instant damage out of any ability in the game. Because
I've seen that clean out carts ridiculously.
And it will stick to players.
Yeah.
So you hit enemy, it'll stick, and it goes through shields.
Just throw on mercy.
Yeah.
Try and find your way out of that
one.
one.
All you gotta do. So the trick is, you blink 3 times, stick someone with it, and then rewind time so you're back away, because it'll kill you as well if you're close to it. So you just rewind time back to where you were, and then watch them explode. And it detonates in about a second.
I won't make the rewind noise reminds me of Prince of Persia games.
Yeah, it does.
When you fall off, you do the whole rewind where you ball stuff.
Yeah. And she's one of the ones who gets a origin skin. Actually, so does Soldier 76.
Well, I'd say Soldier had 76 had one, I think, as well.
So does Reaper as well. Reaper gets his Black Watch.
Well, we're moving on to defence now. So we've got Bastion,
who used to be the most broken hero in the game, and now isn't. He has 2 forms, which is his recon form and his sentry form. And his sentry form used to be broken because he used to have a shield. He used to only be able to turn 180 degrees. But he had a shield in front of him, which meant that you couldn't damage him from the front unless you dropped the shield, which was like hard because he dealt so much damage. Now he doesn't have the shield, but he can turn 360 degrees, so he can cover everything. So you put he's literally a sentry from D.va now, when he's in sentry form. And the cool thing is you can put him on the payload, and he will stay on the payload. So he turns the payload into a tank. In recon form, he's not very strong. He's just got like an assault rifle. He can still deal damage. But
what I'm curious about is Troborn Heon. Because technically he's a machine.
No, he can't. But I think that would be a great addition.
I would say they'd fix that.
If you're watching Blizzards, Torbjorn
should be able to heal Bastion. It just makes sense.
That's actually such a funny idea. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
because he
that.
basically is a sentry gun.
But yeah, his abilities are, like, one of them puts him into the sentry mode, which he gets like he becomes like a minigun. And apparently he's weaker from the back. Apparently there's like a point on his back where he's weaker from. And also he has a self-repair ability, which heals him apparently faster than Mercy heals people. And he can't deal any damage while he's doing it, and I think if he takes damage, the animation stops. But you just see like his little like drills and stuff come out, and he starts repairing himself.
That's kind of cool.
And it's cool because it means that like the Mercy doesn't have to stick the Bastion, which she can do because giving him the damage buff.
Well, I would say I think especially if they're doing a big push, you're going to probably need the heals on the defense.
And then his ultimate turns him into a tank, and he obliterates everyone. He'll destroy Reinhardt's shield in like 2 shots. It's ridiculous. As soon as you hit Bastion turn into the tank, the whole team just fucking runs. Because there's no point, you just see this fucking tank driving towards you.
It does look pretty good. Does it have a machine gun or is it just a cannon?
It's just a cannon. And he's got a victory pose now as well, where he's in tank form and his little birds in the barrel of the tank. Bird gets destroyed. There's actually a victory, you know when you get play of the game and you see their animation, there's one of Reaper doing his Death Blossom. And you see it close up and it looks amazing.
Moving on to our next one, Junkrat. Junkrat's our next one.
It's the demo man from TF2.
Ethan, we're trying to keep the comparisons to a minimum.
They're all very different.
We'll discuss that at the end. Obviously, we're using comparisons at the moment to try and help you guys that actually play TF2 to try and understand some of the things on here. Total Mayhem is his first one, which is just if he dies, he drops. Basically, it's Martyrdom from COD. It basically
does a lot of damage.
I'm about to say, if you're standing on top of it, it'll like insta-kill you.
And his grenade launcher has 5 rounds in the mag instead of 4. Better than the man.
But these ones bounce.
They do, yeah.
They do a lot of bouncing. They sometimes have a bit of random time to like explode.
They can do, yeah. They do explode on impact though if they hit someone.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of damage. I think he can one-shot a Widowmaker.
He also has a airbag which he throws down and can remote detonate it like a mine.
Yeah, which can damage the enemy team,
yeah.
Or he can use it as like a sticky jump.
Yeah, he can use it himself to sticky jump, but he can also use it to launch people off the map as well. So that's really good.
It's a good tool.
He's also got Steel Trap, which
is trap.
Yeah, basically he does that, and does that actually like, yeah, because I know it like injures people and like makes them roll really slowly.
It sticks you in place.
Yeah, you're actually stuck still.
Yeah, you can't move while you're in it. It doesn't last very long, but you are stuck.
That would be useful combined with Widowmaker.
It is, yeah.
To get the pigs.
I don't know how many things you can do to get out of it. Like, I know Tracer can't blink out of it, but I think she might be able to time rewind out of it.
Yeah.
I think apparently McCree can combat roll over it.
That's kind of that is pretty good.
If you see it, you might as well just shoot it and
yeah.
destroy it.
Then he's got his ultimate, which is basically a.
When you hear that, it's kind of like hearing the high note.
The only thing I can talk, just way to describe it is the RC car from COD. Where you get the little, it's basically like a wheel that rolls around. It's not the most like easy to turn, but it's relatively easy.
It can jump now.
Can it jump?
It can jump.
Damn.
So it can cross roofs.
Yeah. And it basically just runs up to you and explodes, and it deals a lot of damage.
It'll insta kill anyone. You can shoot it though, so you can actually destroy it before it gets to you. Yeah, but it does have a health pool. So you can't just insta destroy it.
Yeah.
And it will explode after 12 seconds if you don't find anyone.
Ah.
It's annoying. I've seen ones where they drive the rip tyre left as the team's coming right, and they don't find anyone. Where are they all? And then it just explodes. Who's next?
Hanzo's next.
Hanzo. I thought you liked the look of Hanzo.
Hanzo does look actually pretty good.
He's Genji's brother.
Yeah, but he's not as overpowered. He's the underpowered brother.
He's got some very good tools though. He's like the huntsman from TF2.
Yeah, he is basically the Luxman. He is basically Luxman.
So many people from TF2.
But he can do climb walls.
Like climb walls, but he can't double jump. But I think he can climb higher than Genji can.
Yeah.
Because you can't just constantly climb. You have like a certain time before you drop.
Yeah.
And I think he can go further than Genji can.
But yeah, obviously he's got bow and arrow, so that deals a lot of damage. I don't think it does as much as Widowmaker's fully charged.
It doesn't, but he can still headshot.
Yeah, and then he's also got...
He's like a close-up version of Widowmaker.
And then he's also got a second sonic arrow, so he can shoot at enemies and it will like show up where all the enemies are.
It's like a smaller version of Widowmaker's.
But obviously you can use it a lot quicker, so
a lot more often. You use it on like funnel points where they're going to be coming through the door, so you can see where they are through the door.
Then he's got ricochet shot, which allows him to shoot off walls, bounce off and hit multiple targets.
That
looks really useful in close quarters and things like that.
It's good against people with like shields.
I think I was going to say that's going to be useful getting past shields.
And also, even if it's just one enemy, it splits into like 10 arrows, so it can be just like an insta kill.
Yeah.
If anything.
He's also got his ultimate, which is Dragon Strike, which is basically where he launches an arrow in a direction that basically turns into a giant, like, mystical dragon that covers how much area, like, some circumference
It
wise?
goes really far.
I know it goes like through the entire map, basically.
Yeah.
And anyone who's caught in it is like.
It doesn't like
insta kill.
It doesn't insta kill. It does a lot of damage, but it's easy to get out of. It's more useful like clearing out points.
Yeah.
I think if you see it coming, you know you can't just stand there.
Yeah.
So you have to be out of the way. And I've seen it combo with Zarya's ultimate because Zarya's ultimate sucks everyone in.
Yeah.
And then he just launches the dragon through it, and
everyone
they just can't get away from it.
So I can see the combos. A lot of these heroes actually do have a lot of combos which actually work really, really well together.
Yeah, they're all like, all working together as a team. It's good though.
So
it's good that you have like a lot of team synergy.
Yeah.
Oh, May.
May is our next one.
She's regarded as like the second most overpowered hero.
I will admit, I've seen her abused so much. I think that they probably should call childcare. Because she's basically, she's got a gun which is basically like an ice version of a flamethrower.
It's got a left click and a right click, yeah, and the left click is just like, Yeah, as you said,
you're like a nice flamethrower, and then the right click
it actually
builds.
freezes people. The right click is just like it shoots icicles at them.
Yeah.
And it's really like high damage.
Yeah.
And if you've left clicked them already and frozen them in place,
yeah.
then you don't even need to aim. You just go, oh, they're right there.
Then you can also freeze yourself, which makes you...
It heals her and makes her invulnerable for 3 seconds. So if she's in a tight screen...
But obviously you're stuck in place and they can
can't move on.
So obviously if you're fighting a Junkrat, you can just kind of spam a bunch of grenades around you, wait till you come up.
Put a bear trap on the fire in front of you and wait.
What was it? Ice Wall is her other ability, which
it's
I've seen in so funny situations.
So funny.
Basically it means that she can make a wall,
A big wall of ice that...
It's about 10 metres long and about 5 metres high.
At the moment it can't be damaged either now.
Can it not be damaged?
At the moment now it can't be damaged.
So you basically can't get through it, and basically if you guys haven't seen Music, playing it, obviously he did one, and he did the maze strategy where he got his whole team to basically block off the point of ice walls, and they couldn't get through, so they were just sitting there outside.
Like you can use it so like relentlessly. If there's an objective, there's only one way into it.
Yeah.
You just have a whole team of mates block off the door. As soon as yours disappears, get another one to block off the door, and they just can't do anything about it.
It is pretty ridiculous.
She can use it to lift herself or her teammates up as well, so you can get Bastion onto rooftops with it. You fire under.
There have been glitches and exploits for that. There's one with a Tracer where she like teleports up and then you like travel through walls and things. There's the fastest cap in Blizzard in Overwatch at the moment is basically where they did the tracing glitch to get him through into the area, the first area, and while the defense team's not looking and cap all the objectives behind them. It's just so silly.
Her ultimate, she's got a little robot, which is her little freezy robot, who like everyone's in love with at the moment. And her ultimate is she throws him out and he freezes everyone in an area of effect. It deals damage and it freezes them. So it's just like a massive version.
I can see that combined with obviously was it Zephyr's one where she does all the rockets down would be ridiculous.
Or even that and the dragon as well.
Yeah. Again, a lot of these can actually be comboed really well.
She's one of the biggest defense.
I think she is definitely one of the ones you definitely probably want in the team. Torbjorn is one of the ones that I quite like.
Well,
that's only because I can't pronounce things.
He's the only character in the game whose vision is different to everyone else's because he's lower down.
Oh,
he's a dwarf.
He's a dwarf.
He sees everything lower down than everyone else does.
I think that's a bit of discrimination. But
he sees like he's looking like on level of like Reinhardt's knees.
Nice. But yeah, he's like the
engineer from Team Fortress 2.
But he can fire like he has a nail gun sort of thing. So
it's got like a long range and a short range kind of one, because it's got one where it's kind of like a shotgun, and one where it's kind of like a rifle.
And then he can also use a hammer to beat people with, I think. But he can also use it to build and upgrade turrets. You were saying that they've changed the turret system.
It to make him more like the gunslinger NG. Like you used to have scrap, and you used scrap to build your turret and also to throw out your armor packs. And when you killed enemies, or when you used his ultimate, he got more scrap. That's been changed now, so building, repairing and upgrading turrets is completely free and doesn't cost anything at all, but they have less health, so they're easier to kill. And all the scrap is used for now from dead enemies is giving armor packs to your friends, which are actually really useful because armor, because obviously you've got your health, which is like, your health. Yeah. Then you've got shields, which I think you lose them quicker than health, but they regenerate over time. Yeah. And then armor doesn't regenerate unless you get healed, but while you've got armor, all damage sources, it reduces all damage sources by 10%. Yeah. Now, if Reaper shoots a shotgun at you, it takes away 10% from the overall damage. But if Tracer is shooting at you, or Soldier 76, it takes away 10% damage from each individual bullet that hits you. Yeah. So armor basically impairs Tracer to deal any damage, which is why Tracer isn't very good against certain tanks. Yeah. And so his armor ability is really useful, and the turrets are strong. And when he goes into Molten Core, which is his ultimate,
Yeah.
not only does he get a shit ton of armor, so can literally tank the enemy team,
Yeah.
and he deals an outrageous amount of damage, but his sentry goes into a level 3 form, which has
Immediately.
rocket launchers, yeah. And also, he just, like, when he's hitting it normally, it's kind of like one hit every like half second. Now it's like one hit every 0.2 seconds.
Yeah. I was going to say, that's what I was thinking. He's going to be, I think if you can get to ultimate, he actually could be useful in attack if you sneak him around. You can sneak him around, put a turret down, and just go, and just spray him all down.
His gun does deal a lot of damage. So
I know, I have actually seen Trojan do Engineer and get behind
done
him.
Widowmaker.
Obviously we've done Widowmaker now, so we're moving on to the tanks.
Yeah, tanks. The muscles of the group.
Yeah, well, not in this case, because we're on to D.va.
D.va.
Which is basically like...
She's like a gamer girl.
Oh, gamer girl.
She is, because everything about her is based on, like, it's all like a video game.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. She's a little girl in a big mech.
Yeah. That's again, she's basically just has a little pistol that she runs around with, but then she can summon a mech.
She starts off in her mech.
Does she start off?
Yeah, she'll start off in the mech.
Which you can basically then use the fusion cannons on it.
Which
so
they're like shotguns, but I'm pretty sure they don't reload. I'm pretty sure they're just constantly firing.
I'd say, I think that she is kind of overpowered in a certain sense.
Her health, what I find overpowered about her is her health. Well, I think she's got 500 or 600 health, but the majority of it, if her health is 600, I think 500 of her health is armor.
Yeah.
So she has so much reduced damage that it's really hard to kill her.
Because then, because she can also use boosters on her neck to move around.
I think they only last 3 seconds, but she can get onto rooftops, and she's got a lot of mobility.
She also has defense matrix, which
defense matrix is just
defense matrix is just annoying because you can basically like destroy any incoming projectile.
Yeah, they thinned the radius
Does it work
a
with
bit.
Hanzo's dragon thing?
No,
she
no,
can't
it won't
destroy
work.
that.
It won't work with the dragon, but they thinned the area of effect it has now where she's aiming, because it used to be like everything she's looking at got destroyed, and now they've thinned it, so it's actually more of a reticle
that's fine.
Yeah, and then her ultimate is
self-destruct.
Yeah, she charges. She
mech
jumped out of the mech. The mech boosts forward, stops. I think it takes about 2 or 3 seconds to detonate, which seems bad because everyone can get away.
Yeah.
But the explosion radius.
The radius is ridiculous. Like,
radius is absolutely.
I've seen people even get killed through walls for it. It's just ridiculous.
You can hide. I found out you can hide. If May turns into an ice block, you can hide behind her ice block and it won't kill you.
Nice.
So you can get just like a train of your people behind
you just have to try and hide behind it in a line.
But yeah, and when she's out of her mech, she's only got her handgun, she's not very good, but her ultimate charges really quickly and she'll just call in another mech. But you want to kill her while she's out of the mech.
Because she is relatively vulnerable outside the mech. Here we have obviously our next one, which is Ryan Hart.
He's the favourite.
I'm about to say, I think loads of people like him because obviously his shield ability.
Again, he's one of the founders of Overwatch.
Is he? But yeah, he's got a big hammer basically, which is
with a rocket on the back.
It's a rocket hammer.
It's a rocket. It's like the super sledge from Fallout.
But obviously he smacks that does loads of damage.
No gun.
And it does he doesn't have any guns. That's right. But he does that's kind of AOE at the same time.
It's a small bit AOE, yeah. So you can.
It knocks people away, doesn't it?
I
don't know if it knocks people away.
I don't think it does. I think it used to. I don't know if it does anymore. His shield is regarded as like his most useful.
Well, I would say he does have a large shield, which the whole team can.
2,000 health the shield has.
Does it?
Yeah, and it recharges over time.
That is ridiculous.
It can't be healed by Mercy's healing wave though.
Yeah.
Thank God, because Mercy's heal now heals shields if you've got a personal shield.
Yeah.
But like as soon as that was announced, we're like, dear God, what if that heals Reinhardt's shield? It's going to be unstoppable.
And I'd say I've seen Reinhardt teams absolutely wreck people.
He's got a ranged ability though as well, which he shoots like a ball of like fire in front of him, and it goes quite fast. And if it hits a Widowmaker, I think it takes away about half of her health. It's not very damaging, but it'll clear people out because they'll have to move away.
He also does, which is one of his better abilities, which is charge. So he can basically like charge forward and pound people into walls.
The first person
off
he
cliffs.
hits, or off cliffs, just knock him off a cliff. The first person he hits gets stuck to them.
Yeah.
And then he'll just pound them into a wall, and it'll probably insta-kill you.
Oh, I'd say
and everyone else he hits just like knocks them away. Does a large amount of damage.
He basically does the charger thing from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
He also has his ultimate, which is Earth Shatter, where he basically like knocks everyone in front of him flying.
They all fall on the floor as well, and they're stunned for about 3 seconds. The radius has been shortened a bit because they thought it was a bit overpowered.
Yeah.
But his ability and Hanzo's ability are aimable now. So when you hit their ability, usually when you hit it, they did it where you were aiming when you did it, but now you can aim it before they actually hit it.
That's going to be useful, I think, because obviously sometimes you can be dealing with a guy behind you, and then you might not be able to see it. Obviously we've got our next one here, which is Roadhog.
Roadhog, Junkrat's like bodyguard.
Yeah, so obviously he's got his scrap gun.
He's regarded as like one of the upcoming really good tanks because he's just so viable as a tank because he can just deal so much damage but also tank so much damage.
Yeah.
Because he's got his scrap gun.
He's got a scrap gun which can deal quite a lot of damage.
It's kind of like Torbjorn's gun in the sense that it's got like a shotgun form.
Yeah.
But also like instead of shooting it in a spread, it can shoot it in like one kind of wall for like medium range, which is quite good.
Obviously, he can take his get his health back as well.
Yeah, I think it's 300 health or 200 health. I'm not sure, but it's a lot. It's quite a good heal.
He's also got his chain up, which is funny because he basically can like yank a target towards him, which they say on here is close range, but it's actually
it's really long range.
But I've seen lots of videos where there's been gaps where there's like they'll fall to the death and they just grab people and drag them into the hole.
It's so good as well because like it does a little bit of damage when it grapples them, and usually that combined with the close range shotgun will just one hit people apart from like other tanks. I have seen the video though where he grapples them and May builds the ice wall and it cuts off the grapple. That was such a good move. I didn't know
that was actually a really good play.
But yeah, it shows how like they've gone into these kind of details in the game.
Well, there's also his ultimate, which is where he basically just pours in ammo and just has basically unlimited ammo.
It becomes like a Gatling gun.
And it also knocks enemies back and stuff.
Yeah, it's more used for like a clearance tool because it doesn't have high damage.
Yeah.
But it just blasts everyone away. And he's like...
I can see that be useful near a cliff.
You know what the best part of Roadhog is?
What?
His smoker's cough.
We also got Winston here.
Winston's cool guy.
Winston looks kind of cool.
He made Trace's time lapse thing, so it's got a place in my heart.
He has a Tesla cannon, which is basically like a electric gun.
Yeah, and it doesn't you don't have to aim it. It just like locks on to an enemy who's close. It's really close range, and it doesn't deal high damage, but it locks on, so you can't get away from it.
So it's going to be good for the WM1s amongst you.
Yeah, everyone who loves those legislated pyros.
Yeah,
this is your tank.
You can also jump quite high. Actually,
jump pack's good. You can go like quite far forward. You can go high.
You can also throw down a shield, which will it's a bubble shield. It's basically
the payload Torbjorn tank.
The turbo tank is basically you can throw the barrier of protection on top of the payload and move with the payload and then get a sentry.
Have a Torbjorn sentry and a Bastion turret on top, and the rest is like Winston's throwing down shields.
It's just ridiculously hard to kill them.
Until Reaper Death.
And then he's got his primal rage, which is basically he does extra health and extra damage.
He doesn't do a lot of that. He goes into like full melee form. But the thing about him is that like he's got 500 health, I think, as it is. Then when he goes into prime rage, he has 1,000 health.
Yeah.
And he goes out of it. No matter how much damage he was on when he went into prime rage, he's on full health.
Nice.
So I regard it as just like a massive heal. But yeah, he just jumps really far. He knocks everyone away. He'll just jump onto a point and just push everyone away from him. Knock people off.
I think he's definitely going to be good for like last minute pushes. Definitely like clutch plays.
His shield is really good as well because it's a really big shield.
And yeah, about to say, a lot of your team can hide in it.
Friendlies can shoot through friendly shields, but enemies can't shoot through them.
Which is going to be very useful.
So they're such strong tools, especially Reinhardt's shield.
And then we have Zarya.
She's Russian. She's like the heavy from too. Except she's a woman and she has pink hair.
Then she obviously has.
Her gun is strange. I'm not sure how it works.
I'm about to say, I'm not sure exactly.
She's-
Because she can kind of do what Winston does with like the Tesla with the lightning bolt.
It doesn't lock
Then she can also like secondary fire.
She can shoot like a grenade.
Yeah.
It's like a grenade launcher almost. But how her damage works, I think it's because one of her abilities is she puts a shield around herself.
Yeah.
And then her other ability is she can put a shield around someone else.
Yeah.
Which is insanely good if you've got like a mercenary.
Yeah.
But I think the more damage her shields take, she's got a number.
It like increases the amount of damage
the
her
more,
gun
the more
does.
damage she takes on her shield, the more damage she will deal.
Which I think would be very useful if you're especially obviously as a tank. But then she also used Graviton Surge, which is obviously we talked to earlier, where it draws everyone
Just like a
into
big
their
black
ultimate.
hole.
Yeah, so
Sucks everyone in,
that's
they
going
can't
to be
escape.
really useful.
The enemy team can still shoot out of it.
Yeah,
The only thing you can't do is get out of it.
yeah,
And that's like ridiculously useful if you like combo with, you know, for instance, Hanzo's Dragon.
yeah. So obviously you can knock them
Or
all fire.
Junkrat's Riptire.
I was about to say Riptire, and that was situated.
Or I knew.
I was going to say if you get him close to the ledge, you can then do was it Reinhardt's charge? Just charge down the
Knock everyone
the
off.
edge.
He'll go down with them.
I was about to
It'll
say
be
he'll
worth
go
it.
down, but he'll be a hero.
Reinhardt's will
I think the 1 to 5 trade is worth taking.
worth it.
It's valued. Yeah.
Dying in Overwatch is like really serious because it's 6-man teams.
Yeah.
So your death is literally like you gotta get out there quick.
Yeah, that's why obviously I prefer playing Highlander and Titty because of the fact of pressure on sixes. But let's see, this is going to be interesting to see.
So we're on supports
Luke,
now.
we're on sports now. Sports, we have Lucio, who is the really fast music-y one.
It's from Brazil.
Yeah, he's from Brazil.
It makes a whole
He's
difference.
got like that like music shotgun thing that he uses.
Sonic
back
amplifier.
Sonic amplifier. But he's also got this other ability which allows him to speed himself and nearby teammates up.
Speed up or
Heal.
and then one of his.
How strong is the healer?
It's slow over time, but obviously it can affect everyone at once, so it's quite powerful because all of the other healers is just like a single target.
Yeah. But then there's amp it up so you can
Amp
increase
it up
those
makes it
heals.
faster. Yeah.
But then his ultimate is when he gets everyone shield.
It's like a massive 500-point shield to everyone that degrades quickly. That it's good for like a last-minute push or a last-minute defense.
Yeah, but he can also run on walls and stuff, can't he?
Yeah, he's cool.
So he can do, which is really good for flanking and things like that. So he's kind of a support flank character.
Yeah, I'm not sure if his weapon could shoot through shields or not. I thought it could, but I might be mistaken.
What was it? Mercy can like can Mercy fly?
Mercy, my favourite sport.
Mercy
she can't
is-
fly, but she has a shift ability which allows her to fly towards anyone you activate it on.
Yeah.
So, like, if we were to make us up in a tall tower, you can fly up to her, and if she holds space, she floats down rather than falling. So, like, if Farah's flying, she can fly up there and stay with Farah up there because she'll just like fall slowly.
Yeah.
And she's like the medic from Team
Yeah.
Fortress 2, except it's like having a Kritzkrieg and a normal Uber in one weapon, because if she left clicks, she heals, and if she right clicks, then you get a damage boost, and the damage boost is pretty significant.
Yeah.
It does increase your damage a lot. Like if Widowmaker a damage boost, she'll pretty much one-shot kill everyone.
Nice. She has a pistol.
Yeah, she's got a handgun. It's not very good, but it's for a support character.
Yeah.
It's good.
What
And
is it?
her ultimate.
What is her ultimate?
Her ultimate is resurrection.
She can bring characters.
She can res dead characters, and it's
How
one,
many?
It's one of the fastest building ultimates in the game, and she can bring back like everyone who's dead, but it has like a radius.
Ah,
so you have to be close to them. But if the radius is quite far,
Yeah.
and if everyone's dead, you can bring the whole team back up.
Oh, that's funny. That's gonna be very
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's really cool.
If you use the right hands.
And they've increased the speed that it works now as well, because they thought it worked too slowly.
There's Symmetra.
Symmetra, yeah, she's like the support that isn't a healer.
Yeah, because she builds like tiny sentry turrets that
Tiny
basically
sentry
work
turrets.
like the Winston electro gun and like
Yeah.
look to enemies.
And her gun is like the Winston Electric gun, and it goes through shields, and her right click shoots like a slow moving orb
Yeah.
that does a lot of damage and it passes through enemies and it goes through shields. So she's like
really
insanely good. She's also got an ability which.
So she also works like a DPS. Sort of
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, she's a really good DPS. She can give her teammates 50-point shields as well,
Yeah.
which isn't just like one person. She can give it to the whole team,
That's
and like
good.
everyone, everyone will keep it still, and you keep it till you die. And then
She's also got teleporters.
yeah, that's her ultimate, which is a teleporter, which is insanely useful. The
Yeah.
teleporter appears in your spawn, so the only way they can destroy it is by destroying the exit.
Yeah.
And it's not like TF2 where you have to stand on it, you just walk through it.
Yeah.
Straight through. So she's like, for defenders, a lot of the time, because defending usually you spawn
usually
ages away,
Yeah, so you're most the meta is going to definitely involve her somewhere.
and then you just cover the teleporter room
In
in the tiny sentries, and it just.
How many of
shit
those
on.
tiny sentries can you get?
I think, I saw a video the other day and she had 4. I thought it was only 3, but I saw someone have 4 down, so I'm assuming it's 4.
Okie dokie. We've also got a last character and a last support is Zenyatta.
Which has been classed as the meta competitive support hero.
Yeah, because he's got he can fire like
His damage is ridiculous because he can do the left click or right click where he stacks 5 orbs up and shoots them all at once.
Yeah, and then
kill
he
most
can
people.
he can orb of harmony, so he can heal allies, but he can also at the same time send out the orb of discord,
Yeah,
which can give main enemies do extra damage. And the fact that he does the extra damage as well, so he can run in orb of discord, sort of kill them himself.
And if you can get it on the medic on their team, if you can get it on like one of their support characters or their tanks, then it just ruins their days. If you get one on Tracer, then Tracer just can't do anything anymore.
Yeah,
because she'll just die from anything.
And then what was it? Then you got Zenyatta's ultimate, where he flies around. And he's invulnerable.
He's invulnerable, and it heals
100 per second.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's stupid.
It basically means everyone's Ubered for a short period of time, and it's actually a decent radius as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really big, and he looks cool. He's got like the 10 arms. Like
yeah, I know.
Do kind of.
He does seem like a really good support character.
Yeah, the meta match, the winning team, whose name I forget, they ran 2 Genjis, 2 Zenyatas, a Symmetra, and I think they had one guy who was kind of swapping out. He was a Hanzo for a bit, he was a Tracer for a bit, he was a Reaper for a bit. I think he went McCree for a bit. He was kind of swapping out for everything.
So what do you think is going to be the meta for attacking?
If we're talking about payloads, then personally I thought the meta would be Mercy or Zenyatta as support, maybe both, because Mercy's kind of like a single target support, whereas Zenyatta's kind of he helps with the DPS as well.
Yeah.
You need a tank, so I was thinking Roadhog or Reinhardt probably. Flankers, probably Genji, because Genji's just ridiculous. But Tracer's also quite good. Attacking, you probably wouldn't want the Widowmaker. You don't really need a sniper when you're attacking.
Yeah.
You could always have like a Torbjorn and a Bastion, just go on the payload.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it can get destroyed easily. All you need is a Reaper to Death Blossom. It'll just get it all out. So I don't know. I don't know. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
I don't know, and it's probably likely to change. The thing is, like, I think every team will need, no matter whether you're attacking or defending, every team will need 1 support, 1 tank, 1 attack, and 1 defense.
Yeah.
And then 2 more from somewhere else. You wouldn't want any more than 2 tanks.
Yeah.
Like 1 tank is usually enough.
Yeah.
You only need 1 Reinhardt shield to put
Yeah.
that. You don't need 2.
Well, I'd say 2,000. I think probably cover it. So I was going to ask what do you think the meta will be for defense?
Defense, it's going to have like, defense is always going to want a tank.
Yeah.
Because you need to try and tank the objective and sort of get to it. They'd probably you wouldn't run Widowmaker through the whole game, but you definitely have someone who swaps out to Widowmaker to be able to like pick off their supports and stuff. Probably like Hanzo as well.
Yeah.
Picking up supports. So you'd want 1 flanker, so someone probably Reaper for defense or Tracer, someone with like a big ultimate that can like clear out the objective and just destroy everyone. Support, like someone like Lucio or Zenyatta is probably more useful than Mercy because you want like an AoE heal. And as we said, Symmetra for like the teleporter would just be teleport's probably more useful for attackers, but it's still useful for either team. I think like every class is viable.
Yeah.
In a meta.
I was gonna say, and so McCree mains like me aren't gonna have much to do then.
No, definitely. I think it depends what your team's playstyle is.
Yeah.
Because like the team that won the championship in the closed beta said they admitted their meta works for them, but firstly it might not work for someone else, and secondly they only play payload. And they said that there's no way their meta would work for a game mode like Contest.
Yeah.
Because their meta is based around killing the enemy team and having just like 2 people stood on the cart the whole time, so the cart just keeps moving. Whereas on Contest it wouldn't work because you're fighting around one objective.
So, what do you think what are you looking for, what do you think Blizzard should go next to with Overwatch? So what are you looking forward to most in Overwatch?
Keep adding cosmetics, like keep adding new skins for the characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Keep adding new maps, obviously, because like they've added some since the closed beta's been out and they're looking good. So keep adding more maps, maybe new game modes as well. New heroes, like I'm not really too bothered about because they've got a good variety as it is.
Should they allow community map making?
Community map, I think they should allow it, but have like maybe like a separate, like when you want to play.
Yeah, you can choose to do the community map, so it just do the size.
They could do like what Valve do with TO2, where they, if there's really good community maps, then maybe they could add them into the normal list.
Yeah.
Which would be cool, and it allows the players to get involved.
Yeah.
I also think, I don't know, there's so many different things they can do with it. I want to know what different ways there are to earn loot boxes. Because I know you get loot boxes from leveling up, and I'm assuming there's going to be microtransactions to buy more loot boxes.
It's Blizzard, so of course.
But the thing is, loot boxes don't change your, all they give you is cosmetics and stuff. So buying, it's not like Hearthstone, where the more money you put into it, the more better cards you're going to get.
Yeah.
It's, the more money you've got, the cooler your character's going to look, but it's not going to make you any better.
Yeah.
So, it's not, I wouldn't exactly class it pay to win.
Yeah, I know, I don't think this game is going to be pay to win. I mean, the fact that you have to pay up front for the game, you don't have to pay, across the board or anything like that. I think it's generally going to be very good. Yeah. It's going to make it a more interesting game. Do you think they'll finally do the TF2 thing, though, and screw us over later on and make it free to play?
No.
I don't
think they will. Because, I don't know, they might do World of Warcraft and have free trials and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think if they wanted it to be a free-to-play game at any point, they would have done it from the get-go. And it would have been nice if it was free-to-play, but there was no way, because they've spent so much time into it, there was no way.
So obviously for the peak TF2 players at home, let's do the comparison to Team Fortress 2 and some of the differences. So obviously a lot of the people are saying this is a rip-off of Team Fortress 2. What do you think of that?
Well, a good thing to go to is the match they did, which was the devs against the TF2 pros.
Yeah.
And the TF2 pros got completely destroyed.
Yeah.
They couldn't capture the first objective on any map they played.
Yeah.
It's obviously got inspiration taken from Team Fortress 2. But you could argue, you could find probably an older team-based game and say Team Fortress 2.
I was going to say, there's tons of first-person class-based shooters, so I wouldn't necessarily... Because, you could technically say the Battlefield is technically...
Exactly.
There is different numbers of classes for each of them. And they do differently. I think that the art style for Overwatch and how it's played and things like that is a lot different than how you play it in Team Fortress 2.
Plus, it's only 6-man teams.
Yeah, it is only 6-man teams.
Which is a lot different to TF2. I think, obviously TF2 is enhanced to the fact that they're classes. Whereas in Overwatch, they're heroes.
Yeah.
Someone can play it as a scout or a sniper, but that can mean so many, because it's the way you say black box soldier.
Yeah.
That's not a soldier, that's a scum. That's a completely different guy.
Yeah.
Whereas in Overwatch, if someone says there's a tracer, you know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
So there is differences in it, and I think there's more value on the individual in this, because in pub, if someone dies, it usually doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
Whereas in Overwatch, if someone dies...
Well, I guess for pubs, it's kind of... Because you don't want to be like that, playing with a bunch of noobs on your team and getting them all destroyed, and you have to carry so hard you actually end up with rigor mortis. But yeah, so I think that obviously... But I do think if you do have a good team, I think you will pull through a lot better.
I can't wait.
I'm really excited for it.
My first match, I'm going to play as Widowmaker, and I'm going to
I'm looking forward to McCree so bad.
We're going to have our first match with each other.
Yeah,
You're
sure.
going to play as McCree, and I'm going to play as Widowmaker, and we're just going to wreck shit.
Obviously, when I get my new PC, I'll automatically pre-order it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that ends Game Talk. Obviously, thank you for having me. Yeah, thank you for coming in and talking to us about Overwatch. Obviously, you know a lot more about it than I do.
I've been on the
Obviously,
get-go
you
more.
are my guest, but maybe you can do it as co-host in future ones. But obviously, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Obviously, it was a long talk, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So thank you very much, and please subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, boys and girls. Game Cam here. Obviously, we're going to get to YouTubers. Obviously, I just really want to say, sadly, no one did the giveaway last time. I've stopped doing giveaways there because I'm seeing you guys really want it. You have to like do it. But no one did but yeah, they're keeping more upbeat again. He does glitches and exploit tutorials.